Hello there, my name is Amanda Farlinger with From Where I Stamp. In the Sale-A-Bration catalog, there's the Silver and Gold Designer Series paper, and it's in 6x6. And see the shiny? But it lacks some color. So we're going to try coloring one of the sheets using Stampin Blends to create a card. And this is an experiment because I haven't tried this before, so you're going to learn with me. Then we're going to add some stamping using the Handmade Wishes stamp set. Oops. And it has a bundle, so it has a coordinating punch to go with it, which is awesome. Punches are fun, and it's really great for tags too. It has some great gradings with different fonts that you can mix and match, and you can use it for tags on treats, on presents, and add to your holiday card. So we're going to add a tag onto the card after we do some coloring. So we have, not that, there we go. Alrighty, so we have the Sale-A-Bration catalog, and with a $60 order, you would earn or pick this free item right here, and it's a lot of white. It's fun that it's silver and gold, but it's a lot of white. So we have two that are lines. Fingers work. Two that are lines here. One's gold, one's silver. Two that are dots, one gold, one silver. And they're 6x6 and perfect to add color to your project. So I have a test strip. So we have, where's my bone folder? There it is. My desk is a complete mess with my crafting today. So excuse, you won't see it. I was going to say excuse the mess, but you don't see it. The wonders that you only see a little. So we're going to take our card. This is Mossy Meadow, and we have this cut down. I think it's 3 4¾ by 3½. There we go. So that's on here. And we're going to color this, and then we have some crumb cake, and we're going to stamp on this, and then we're going to stamp and punch on some white, which for some reason I put away. Some thick basic white. Let's use some thick basic white. Let's use that piece. So thick basic white or thick basic vanilla would be a great base for your tags. Now, we're going to use Stampin Blends. So these are alcohol markers, and I have my little cheat sheet here because I used this earlier to figure out if these colors work together, and they kind of do, and it's green. It works for Christmas, I think. So we have the dark mint, and we have shaded spruce light. We have Bermuda Bay light, Granny Apple Green light, and Mossy Meadow light. So we're going to see what we can do, and we're going to do the lines this way. I was thinking the long way, but I don't think that's going to work. So I do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I could do 4. It's probably better for me to go this way. So you do need to have something on your table to protect it from the alcohol marker because it will bleed through. And to kind of get a uniform color, you want to blend it while it's still wet. So then we have the shaded spruce. So we're going to blend these colors just a little. Here in a minute, I'm going to take the lighter color and this doesn't really stick to the gold, which is nice. I'm just going to blend that edge a little bit. So then we have our Bermuda Bay light. If you use our markers, the Stampin' Write markers, those would work as well. You would need to take like a tissue or cloth or something to wipe the marker off the dots. And you could do this if you wanted to do some die cutting. Whoops. Well, I just added Granny Apple Green in the wrong spot there. My Granny Apple Green is dying, I think. I may have used it so much. That's okay. Maybe I might need to go darker. We'll see. The blends come in a 2-pack, so you get a dark and a light. This is Bermuda was my color. There, just blend that a little. I'm going to turn this around just so it's not so far away from me. Mossy Meadow is the same color that's on our card, so our card base, I should say. There we go. And we'll take that Granny Apple Green. Maybe I'll take the dark color. Let's see how dark that is. The dark is pretty good too. And just kind of merge those two colors together a little bit. Oops. All right. So what do you think? I think that turned out pretty good. It'll dry and it won't look so bad, but see the back? That's why it's nice to have some grid paper, extra like some copy paper, printer paper, something like that. So next up, we're gonna let that dry. It won't take very long because it's alcohol based. And I have some crumb cake ink. And I need a small, because this little gingerbread guy is small. So he's here. So we have gingerbread, tree, heart, holly and berry, this little, I don't know, doodle. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to stamp the gingerbread person multiple times, turning the stamp as I go so that it looks like they're tumbling. No. Tumbling towards a glass of milk. Now I want to make ginger cookies. But my oven is broke, so I can't make ginger cookies. And let's put a little leg over there. All right, and of course, clean your stamp and put it away so you don't lose it. Using the Simply Chamois to clean that up, put that back. Move all these blends out of my way. Okay. So we have our little gingerbread people. Now we can do our stamping. And so here's the stamp set and here's the die. A little better look for you. And I'm going to use this outside piece to give our tag a little extra oomph. Let's say design. I guess design works. And we're going to use early espresso because it makes me think of chocolate chips. It's not quite chocolate chips, but it's maybe as close as I can come right now. So I'm stamping this way rather than this way because of how the punch is. So the punch is like this. So when I flip this over, put that ink pad away before I get ink all over me. Flip this over to put this in. That way I'm not trying to cut off pieces of the cardstock because I didn't stamp it in the right location. All right. So this would make, punch a little hole in there, or just use some tape and stick it down. And you could use, where'd it go? Right here, to and from. You could do that. And I have two little tags that I made today. I'm going to show those to you in just a minute. First up, I'm going to put this stamp away. What did I say earlier? Clean and put your stamps away so then you don't lose them. Always a good advice. So for this one, I'm going to use, I'm going to do Merry Christmas. So then Christmas is here. It's on there. And then Merry, I'm going to grab another little block. Now, Merry is curved here, but because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to use, let me make sure, see that you can see it. Hopefully. I'm just going to use this and stretch it out. I was trying to use the line, but maybe I can't. Let's see. Well, I got everything but the Y. The Y needs to be up a little bit more. It may not stick. It might look a little funky, but it might work. Let's try her out. Where's my black? So let's see how this works. A little haphazard, but not too bad. So I think I will do, well, let's see how Christmas fits on here. Okay, Christmas fits better when it's at an angle. So we'll do that with our little tag. So we'll take Merry and put it up here. And then when I take it off the block, it goes back into its little arch. So you won't damage it or hurt it as long as you're not leaving it like that. Okay. Oops, what did I put the block away for? Gotta have the block to stamp the Christmas. Now you could use Mossy Meadow or a red to have that red and green for Christmas feel. But I decided to stick with the classic with the black. Now, you might be wondering why I have a piece of paper this time rather than my deluxe foam mat. The alcohol would stick to the deluxe foam mat. No, I don't want that. As pretty as these colors are, I really don't want to permanently color it. All right, so let's put this card together. So we have our Mossy Meadow base. Then we have our colored gold shiny page. So we're going to put it down using the liquid adhesive. And because it's still a little wet, I'm going to put a little extra adhesive on than I normally would. And we're going to start with light on the left, just because. Now you could see, you could do this as a portrait, but I felt it would be better to do the lines this way and do a landscape card. And we have these, not these, this little strip of cute little ginger people. Get over. There we go. And then we're going to take some dimensionals and put them on the back of our little tag. So then we can finish up our card. So what do you think of this technique of using the alcohol markers to color in the cardstock? I think it's next week. I'll have another video about how to color this paper a different way. Almost looks like it needs some ribbon. You know what? We can fix that. Do I want? No, I don't want sparkly ribbon. Let's do this ribbon because I have it. And this is from, I don't know. We're just going to pull this up. Okay, and I need some tear tape. There we we go. And I'm just going to put like a little, what I call a V. Little V. Where's my scissors? Like I said, my desk is a mess. Ow, don't poke your finger. Don't do that. I wouldn't recommend it. And I'm going to try and find the end of this tear tape. There it is. And I'm going to put this. No. Let's just see how this looks. I like that. Okay. So I'm going to put a little like here. And then I'm going to put a little like there. Oh, I hope you could see that. And then a little right there. Then we're going to take the backs off. This part here first. This is the center. So that way when I fold over my ribbon, it sticks together. And then I can take off. Okay, that other piece didn't really need to be on there. Oh, come on. There we go. I thought maybe I might need a little bit more adhesive because this is a thicker ribbon. Come on, come off. There we go. So now we have our ribbon. Put it there. And we can take our little tag and pop it on top. I like that better. What do you think? Was it better without the ribbon or with the ribbon? Or what colors would you make this card in? Would you try red? Different colors are red, from pink to red. Oh, talking about pink. Pink for Christmas, I'm still not sure. But I made these tags using this stamp and punch and designer paper. I didn't color the paper. So this one here could be used if you baked some gingerbread people or ginger cookies. So I stamped these all here, but you could leave that to put someone's name or a little message. And I just tied them together with some silver twine, or not twine, it's trim, and just cut a little piece of the silver dot paper. This one here is a little more fancy. So I die cut. So these are the tailored made tag dies. So these here, so these dies, and I use the largest one on either design. And I cut it out twice. So I cut out the white cardstock and then the silver stripe, and then punched out. So there's that little filigree doodad, and put on, because this isn't a card being mailed, I can put on some bulky ribbon. So that's that ribbon, but tied up. So there's a couple ideas of what you can use the Handmade Wishes and coordinating punch to make a card and some tags. So all the products that I've used for these projects are listed in the description of this video. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe so that way when I'm back on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll be notified. Have a great day.